Alright, y'all, we back. Got something a little different today. I say that a lot. Well, it is. It's actually something different. Today we got Eddie Hall's strongest, greatest feats of strength. I watched a documentary on those 4 strongmen. Robert, Nick, Brian, and Eddie. I forgot all their last names. Well, except for Brian Shaw and Eddie Hall. I don't remember the other 2's last names. But yeah, I watched their documentary of them doing strong activities. And this dude, Brian did one feat of strength that none the rest of them couldn't do. He lifted up this old, I don't know what it was, like a giant missile. I don't know what it was, dude, but it was pretty cool. That documentary is pretty cool. I recommend you check it out. It's on YouTube, you can find it. So man, without further ado, let's get right into it. Let's see what Eddie talking about. Oh, and Nick, I think he's like 50 years old, competing against Brian. Hey, bro. Yeah, man, let's go. I watch his YouTube channel every now and then. Oh, so there's 5 moments? Eddie turns weakness into strength. Okay.
Now Hall, he's 4.5 points behind. He needs to beat Bjornsson by 4 places minimum to have a chance of getting on the podium.
And up against anyone else, you'd be thinking, well, who knows? But Bjornsson very much the king of the stones here.
Stones heavier than ever before. So Eddie Hall on the left needs the run of his life.
Let's see what he can manage. Well, he's straight up there. Bjornsson, though, matching him.
How much do these balls weigh?
It is very hot, very humid, very slippy. This is amazing. Hall's ahead of Bjornsson.
This is a great performance from Hall. Look, he's up to number 5. Can he do it?
Enormous circumference, this stone. My goodness!
This is amazing. Britain's Eddie Hall, 5 stones. Do we have a new king of the stones?
We certainly do. Bjornsson, though, finishing that 5th one, has given himself a lifeline to stay on the podium. The beast. That was something else.
That's an incredible time as well. Eddie Hall managing in half the time that Burke managed it. Bjornsson, just over 31 seconds.
Well, the whole world just went mad for a second there.
That's insane.
Eddie Hall has just turned his worst event into his best.
Representing Great Britain, Eddie Hall!
The man had had trouble getting through a window. Eddie Hall.
Representing Iceland, Hafthor Bjornsson!
This guy's no cat burglar either. Bjornsson, 6'9".
Ready!
Well, it's a quick start. Worth remembering as well that Eddie Hall on the left.
Don't kill yourself
fingers
now.
down, dislocated them recently. This will carry with it some extra pain.
He was also last in the first event. The frame carry, he just couldn't pick it up at all. So it's a horrible start for him to the World's Strongest Man Grand Final, but he's making up for it here. He's already bashed out 4. Bjornsson just behind. That's good.
Real poise and rhythm from Eddie.
Come on, bro.
Number 5, remember, they're chasing 7 by Janasia and Brian Shaw, who just ran out of puff after a minute.
30 seconds to go.
That was Eddie's 6th, so he's close. 1 more. Bjornsson, he too is on 6, so it's neck and neck. Well, the reps aren't timed, so they're both on 7.
Yeah, be synchronized swimming for these 2 next. Incredible. Oh, Eddie's struggling now.
Oh no, Eddie got beat.
Bjornsson, though, that was impressive. Can Hall get this?
Yep, there you go.
He can do anything. Bjornsson going for a 9th. Doesn't get it. I wonder if he thinks he has.
I'd like to be the guy who tells him he didn't.
Yeah, facts.
That's a job for the work experience kid. But well done, Eddie Hall. Both men, brilliant athletes. But that was a proper moment for Eddie Hall. He needed that, and he got it.
See how wide bro shoulder is? Bro really, bro, he can't fit nowhere in his house.
I mean, Hall was in real pain. Oh, went almost back down there, pressed it back up again. Is that a tear coming down his cheek? Goodness. What
His shoulder, I see it.
Take your time, Eddie. He can do the impossible. The Beast. Eddie the Beast Hall. He's no stranger to world records, but even for him, this is a big jump, 10 kilos, after just going up by 6 kilos previously. This is a half-ton deadlift here a year ago. He can do the impossible. He's shown he's got the strongest back in the world. How about the strongest shoulders? You bet he does. Oh my goodness me.
He said, come on, come
They're
on.
on their feet. Over 11,000 fans, and he delivers. Well, we've seen yet another world record by Eddie Hall. This time it comes from his upper body, as strong as his lower.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I haven't got the genetic gifts that they've got, the assets, you know, I haven't got the levers, I haven't got the height. Whereas those guys have, you know, 6'9", 6'10". How can a normal man compete with that? I'm only 6'3". The only way to do it is be as heavy as them. I might not have the levers or be as athletic and move as quick as them. But the one thing I've got is heart, and I will give it my all. I'm keeping up with them. I'm stronger than them. I know in my mind I am the strongest man on the planet.
24 years.
Brian
since
has
a Brit
entered the
stood on
chat.
top of the podium at World's Strongest Man, but this guy, Eddie Hall from Stoke, probably stands a better chance than anybody. Let's see how he gets on in one of his favourite events here, Danny.
13.
Enough weight on his shoulders without
It's
this.
crazy.
I don't think Eddie Hall really thinks about the past. He's got a feeling of destiny in his future.
Hey, keep breathing.
Said
Keep
many
breathing.
times he's going to win this contest. Now there's double figures.
Look
This
at
is
this.
unbelievable.
Over 30 seconds to go. He's already at 12.
That's
Incredibly static
insane.
events. 14.
You ain't getting
How far
20.
can he go?
There's no way. Nah.
Oof.
15 reps for Britain's Eddie Hall, just one of the greatest. That is actually the highest amount of reps on this bar in history. Look at that, he gave it his all. That's how much he wants it, Colin. He kind of went mad.
I thought he was throwing
I
up, bro.
think that's a great description, yeah. In comes the oxygen. There's Dr. Richard Smith and his team. He says, I'm fine, though. Brian
Hey, look
Shaw
at
watching
Brian.
on. Wow. He knows Hall's going to put everything into this, and he's going to have to double down to beat him.
Well, he beat those 13 reps, and he put some distance as well for the other guys to make up.
I mean, Hall's got a great squat. Probably the best squat here, but that's for one rep. So Eddie went at it as fast as he could, so he didn't tire. Oh, 472.5 kilos.
Tell me how much that
Goodness me.
is.
And this really has become a showdown between the two men, the likes of which the competition
Are you ready?
has never really seen.
Ready?
Ooh, look at his knees.
Big jump from 460. Here we go. Hall. He's been in this territory before.
Easy.
Wow.
It's remarkable. You think how many events he's done before this. When he pulled that 500 kilos, that's all he did all year.
Easy.
Built up for that.
And really trying to show it's not having a deep effect on him. Psychological gamesmanship, maybe.
Oh, undoubtedly, yeah. The two are permanently staring each other. That's who he first looked at when he stood up with it. It's quite difficult to pretend it's easy with 472.5 kilos, though, as the slow motion showed. Here we go. Can the Viking fulfill his destiny that he so much believes in?
I think I've seen this dude in the past, like 4 clips we just seen. Is this like his strongman rival, whoever this is going right now? I thought it was Brian.
And it really is between these two
I
guys.
know what
now.
this is.
472.5 kilos.
Bjornsson's such a great stone lifter as well. If he can hang with Hall, he'll back himself every single day of the week in the stones.
Up it goes.
Stop,
Does it?
stop,
No.
stop.
And Hall has the deadlift.
Well, well, well. Hand it to Bjornsson. Great lifting. Actually, he's wasted some energy compared to Shaw, who's withdrawn. They get the same lift at 460. Got it to his knees. Great pull. And that has to be one of the most epic showdowns in World's Strongest Man history. And the relief and happiness for Hall is palpable. And it's going up. And staying. He's done it.
Wait a minute. I think I've seen this clip. Didn't he start bleeding from the nose and it legit about killed him?
Way to the podium is the man who has held the world record.
See his legs and he's shaking with adrenaline now. It's amazing. Before today, only 3 men in history lost £1,000. 4 with Jerry Pritchard earlier.
He broke the record earlier that day, now he's breaking his own record? Did I read that right?
Now we're looking at 1,100. Well, this is it.
This is a quantum leap forward if he were to do it. It's been whispered about, but it's going up.
And it's staying up.
And staying, he's done it. He's got the down signal.
Yep, I
Eddie
think this
Hall
is
would
where
not
he
let that go. And wow, yes,
Yep.
I think maybe he should have.
Hall looking a little worried, but it's just the pressure on his body there.
The nosebleed, Colin.
He's
now
fine.
That's to
Yeah,
do with...
Well, it's just very thin blood vessels. When you're holding your breath that long, pulling such a heavy weight, and he was loving the moment, enjoying it, hanging on to it. And a little blood can come out very easily.
Well, the crowd willing Eddie to his...
I swear I keep hearing things. All right.
feet. He is okay. Trying to cool him down. Relief, pure relief. On the face of his wife, but Eddie Hall has made history.
Look at this again, Danny.
Look at the bar bending.
Blood was already coming out there. He'd been holding his breath for a few seconds. Hadn't quite locked it out. That's the moment he got his hips through. And that's pure pleasure right there. He could have held it all day if he hadn't have, well, probably blacked out.
Very different idea from pleasure to me. But look at the pleasure on the faces of all these people.
The referee saying, down, put it down. It's a good lift, but no. Enjoying.
All right, man, that's it. I'm out. Request more things like this if you want more things like this. Subscribe to the food channel, gaming channel, and I'll see you on my next video. I'm out.